Hello everyone, and welcome to another Juice Vox video. Today what I'm doing, I've just come off the back of filming like a 4-hour video that didn't work, and I just want to feel better. So I'm going to do this iced coffee video where I'm just going to tier list every single kind of iced coffee that I can get my hands on. I decided I'm just going to start with the base, most regular versions of each coffee. I'm kind of, at least among my peers, the iced coffee guy because I have at least one of these a day. And especially during uni, I would always have a bottle of iced coffee and like a packet of pikelets from Woolworths or a box of chicken wings. You'll see on my tier list that I've only got A, B, C, D. That's because these are all gonna be good. I've had them all before and they're all pretty good. I like iced coffee. I've never really had a bad one unless I'm making it myself. Let's do our first iced coffee, which is arguably one of the most common ones. We've got Dare, the Plain Espresso. This is not one that I normally opt for. Normally I go for some of their other variants, which are some of my favorite ones. I'm going to enjoy this video. It's basically a drug at this point. It's a pretty good iced coffee. It's a little bit on the sweet side for my liking. I prefer the kind of lower sugar adaptations. This has like half of your daily sugar in the serving, and it's not very strong coffee flavor either. It's closer to having like a chalky milk for me. I think I'm probably going to put the Dare in the C tier. I think is where it belongs. For our second iced coffee, we're going to be moving on to the Barista Brothers regular iced coffee. I think what has happened is they've changed this so that they are all this no sugar added, even the double espresso version, or the mocha, or even the chocolate milk. So this will be a first for me by the sounds of it. This isn't known to be a particularly good iced coffee anyway, but I hope this surprises me. It's okay. All Barista Brothers coffees have this kind of caramelly taste to them. Barista Brothers coffees generally taste a little bit like it's mostly coffee and then they've just added a little bit of water and just like mix it in. That's kind of a little bit what it tastes like. It's not as good as the Dare. It's probably going to be D tier for me. It wouldn't be E or F if E or F were there. I do think it's genuinely D tier. It's not great, but I'd drink it like in a whim if I had to. If this is all I had. The next coffee that I'm going to be ranking is Breaker iced coffee. Breaker are more known for their like chocolate milks, their strawberry milks, caramel, banana, lime, strawberry, whatever other flavors they have. They're generally more of a sweet treat and not something that you'd want to have, you know, every day before work or something like that. That's kind of what I'm expecting here. I've had to take a few sips of that because the coffee is just really, really weak in that. It's mostly just like sugar and milk, like, which is great. It tastes good, but it doesn't taste like coffee much. I think that it belongs in either the C or D tier, and I'm gonna put it in the D tier with Barista Brothers because I liked the Dare more, and that's all. The next iced coffee that I'm doing is Farmers Union iced coffee, or as I say, Farmers Union. And you'll notice something about iced coffees here in Australia is that we have really aggressive marketing on our bottles. We've got, when tough calls, it's a Farmers Union iced coffee or it's nothing, made with Australian milk and real coffee. Kind of makes me feel like I need to apologize to the carton while I'm drinking it because it was like a big man in the pub and I accidentally stepped in front of him in the queue. I've had this a million times before and I'm still excited to drink it. It's good. It's good. I like it. Oh, I really like it. So I'm gonna probably put that in the A tier. It's got a strong coffee flavor and it's a little bit sweet and it's got that creaminess that I'm preferring over this watery crap. So much better. Next on the list is another classic, another behemoth brand. We have the Icebreak regular strength iced coffee. This is kind of like the nemesis to Dare basically. Here in Australia, it's like these two are the two main ones fighting off. Generally, I prefer Dare as a brand, but we'll find out for certain right now. Icebreak seems to do a similar thing to what Barista Brothers actually does, which is having a similar flavor throughout their whole line of drinks. This one I much prefer. It's definitely not as good as the Farmers Union, but it is better than the Dare, so it belongs right in that B tier. I've got a beautiful opening there. Right for you, Icebreak, there you go. The next iced coffee that I'm grabbing out of my cooler bag next to me at my desk here is this brand here, the Jacaranda fresh iced coffee. You can tell I got it from a 7-Eleven from the little I'm just $3 sticker that it's given me there. So I'm interested in tasting this one again because it's been a while since I've had this one. It's actually really good. I really like it. I can tell you straight away, it is better than Breaker, Barista Brothers Dare, and Icebreak, and I think I'm gonna put it in the A tier. So if you happen to bump into this brand of iced coffee, which is hard to do, even if you are in Australia, I would recommend having it because it's really good. The next iced coffee that I'm ranking is the Norco Real Iced Coffee Original. I normally opt for the double espresso when I'm having this one, but see how this goes. It's really good. It's really good. When I sipped that, I felt like a wave or a blanket of coffee and cream just go through me. If I was gonna hook any of these iced coffees up to my veins, it would probably be this one. It would be in the S tier of that list. For this tier list though, I think what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna put this in, I think I wanna leave S tier blank for a future video where I'm gonna add more to this list. I'm gonna add some of the variants. This one's going in the A tier. The next coffee is Oak. If you see a tradie on his lunch break, sitting on a steel beam, wolf whistling at various women or catcalling them, he's usually got one of these in his hand and a cigarette in the other or something like that. You know how I said they have this aggressive marketing? If you go to open it on the wrong side, it says, turn the pack around. Can't tell me what to do. I'll do whatever I want. Screw you. It's my coffee. I bought you. I own you now. I like that too. Maybe I just like things in cartons. Maybe that's all this video comes down to. I don't think it's as good though as Farmers Union or as Jacaranda or as Norco. I'm gonna say it's in the B tier. It does have a strong coffee flavor, but it does have a lot of sweetness and sugar in it to try and counteract that. And it's a little bit too much sugar for me. It's like 10% sugar. It's still a good coffee. It's just not as nicely balanced. It's a bit of a punch in the face, to be honest. The next brand of iced coffee is the one that you get from Aldi called Ram. And it's like $1.99 all the time. That's not even the special price. That's just what it is. And again, with the aggressive marketing, it's telling me, it says, if you want a French roasted 10 pump turmeric infused 117.5 degrees slow drip coffee, this ain't it. This all Aussie milk, full bodied, full flavored frosty one is built for action. It's for doers, not readers. So what we say here doesn't matter. Hammock, swish, woot, Trevor, rectangle. If you're still reading this, stop. Just pick this bad boy up and ram it down. I guess I should probably taste it as well. So it tastes like it is probably the creamiest one so far, maybe tied for creaminess with Norco. It tastes less sugary than the Oak, but is that a trick? No, it's not a trick. It's got less sugar in it than the Oak. It's probably fatty as hell, but I don't care that much about that. Look. This is what I'm gonna do. Because this coffee is almost as good as the Jacaranda or the Norco or the Farmers Union, but because it's so dirt cheap and it's like basically as good, I'm going to put it in the A tier. It surprises me, but that's what it is. We're doing it. It's there. It's done. My voice feels creamier. It's got like all this milk glug in my throat. I'm like, this next iced coffee is the only one of the ones I'm testing today that I haven't had before. It's called Really Good Iced Coffee by St. Ali. It cost me $4.75 Australian to get this, so it better be good because the carton is tiny. It's a baby, and I'm so curious to find out what this tastes like. I'm sorry, but that's awful. That's truly awful. This is probably a better coffee experience for like coffee snobs. It's apparently really fancy, but I don't like it. It's incredibly watery. It tastes like dishwater with milk in it, and some coffee beans were sitting at the bottom. It says, the pioneer of specialty coffee in Australia, St. Ali partners with farmers to source the finest beans and use their decades of roasting and brewing expertise to produce damn fine coffee and wear really good hats. So it really truly seems like all this marketing with these iced coffees is either like, oh, I'm so tough and I'm gonna punch you if you don't drink me. Or it's gonna be like, oh my god, I'm so quirky, please drink me, oh my god. That's kind of what it's turning into at this point. I'm starting to think that maybe I should have put in an E and an F tier. It's going in D tier because that's all I got. I'm sorry if you're like a locally owned business and you're probably just some hardworking family that's trying to make an iced coffee and sell it to the locals. I can't say it's good. If I hated it, that's kind of how it goes. Maybe it's just not for me. It's just not my coffee. It's amazing, it's incredible, it's just not for me, and I hate it, and I wish it was gone. The next coffee I've got on my tier list is the last one for today. It apparently exists. It is the V brand of iced coffee, and it looks like this. I found this in my local Spa, which you would also be somewhat troubled to find one of, and it tastes like this. There's something else floating around in there, like something chemical. It tastes almost like a Bailey's. Also kind of tastes like one of those frozen Milo thick shake ice cream things that you can buy from like the corner shop. I liked it a bit, but that chemical kind of taste kind of spoiled it a little bit for me. So I think I'm gonna put it in the C tier with the Dare Single Espresso. And that's it, that's my list. Take a look at it, soak it in, cherish it, enjoy it, nourish it, nuzzle it, do whatever you want to it. And if you'll excuse me, I need to go absolutely crap my guts out because I just taste tested 11 iced coffees. So I'll see you for the part 2 where I'm going to be taste testing the no sugars, the mochas, that kind of thing. I'll see you later for that. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have differing opinions in the comments. Let me know if you think I'm sacrilegious or I did something wrong or you hate me. Let me know. I'd love to hear it. I'm sorry to any potentially locally owned dairy farms that I just destroyed the businesses of. Thanks, bye.